Okay, real talk. It is so easy for you to achieve an academic comeback, and all you have to do is apply the right study system. Hi everyone, I'm Kai. I'm a third-year dental medical student, and in this video, I'll be teaching you the exact study system that got me from being an average Joe, like an average high schooler, to not only reaching a 98% average on my grades, which was unheard of at that time, but I also got into a competitive course as well, and I was able to achieve that all by having a good, simple study system that I've been trying to build for years that I'll be teaching you in just this video. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the system itself. Alright, so a very high yield study system is essentially a very simple three-step process. A study system is essentially another word for routine. And I've been doing this routine for a couple of years now, and it has just given me so much results. And it's essentially a 3-study step routine. And that routine comprises of the setup, encoding, and database. So I'll be going through each and every component and make sure that you guys have this component strictly implemented into your study routine. So one thing I need to tell you is that having 3 of these components is very, very important. And what most students get wrong is they tend to subconsciously focus on a specific component, neglecting the other components. So for example, one student might have a perfect study setup, but then they will not have a good encoding routine, or they don't have a good database routine. On the other hand, one student might be really good at encoding, but they don't have a good setup and they don't have a good database. Therefore, the whole system fails. So in this video, as much as possible, it is important to have all parts of this system working so that it would work in your favor in a very high yield way to save you a lot of time. So it is important that you have every component working so that not only will you have a higher yield of studying, but you can do that in even a lesser time as well. So first, let's talk about the first component, which is setup. So what is setup exactly? So the setup is essentially any factor or habit that occurs outside of the studying itself. So that could be things like your study habit, that could be things like your study consistency, that could be your desk setup, your desk environment. All those things contribute to the component, which is your setup. And when it comes to your setup, there's only 3 things you need to worry about when it comes to having a perfect study setup. So the first habit you have is consistency. Obviously, I'm not going to teach you how to be consistent, because if you want to be consistent, you just have to be consistent. Don't bother watching this video if you haven't even set up a good study habit of studying consistently. Consistency is one. Another one is environment. So having a good environment means having a good study desk, having a good clean area dedicated for your studying, and just having an overall nice environment. And this includes putting your phone away. Obviously, when you're studying, you can't have your phone nearby because it will just give you more distractions, which will cause context shifting of your brain, which will take cognitive load, which is something we do not want to have. So make sure to have a very good clean environment before you study. And finally, the last step is what I call focus. Focus can mean a lot of things, but basically in essence, focus is not having a lot of obstacles when information enters your brain. So typically someone with good focus has a clear mind, someone who also dedicates their time for studying, and finally, they are clear of any emotions. So someone who does not have good focus probably has a clouded mind. They probably have a lot of things going on in their head. They probably did not dedicate their whole time block for studying, and obviously they're probably emotional at that time. So a good remedy for that is simply meditate. I've been recommending this for so long for most students, and I just find it's the best way to clear your mind before studying, and that is to just simply sit down, meditate, spend 10 minutes in silence, and then you can start studying. So once you check every box of this component, you have your entire setup ready to go, and we can move on to the actual part of studying, which is what I call encoding. Now, if you guys are curious with what I'm using to make those graphics on screen right now, it's actually Notability. Notability actually sponsored today's video. I've been using them for my notes for the past few months now, and it's been so nice. I love how you could just sort things by folders. You can even import PDFs and whatever. And what I love about Notability as well is that you could even create AI generated quizzes. You can make AI generated quizzes, flashcards. So if you guys want to level up your iPad note taking or database, please download Notability. It's been so good. Link is in the description. All right, so the second component of this study system is the encoding part. So basically this process of learning itself. So obviously when you are learning, it's important to have a good learning process when you are learning information. And encoding can be broken down into two simple processes: understanding and recall. So obviously when you are learning something new, obviously you need to understand what you're reading. So in order to understand, what I recommend for students to really gauge themselves if they really truly understand a specific concept or if they understand a specific fact is to use the Feynman's technique. And I'm sure you guys are aware of this, but the Feynman technique is essentially explaining a specific concept in a dumbed down version to another person. This is by far one of the best methods that can gauge your understanding of a specific topic. The other end of encoding is recall, which is essentially the ability to recall information without having a specific reference. Understanding and recall are very different things. Most people assume that when they understand something, they can immediately recall it, which to some degree they can, but recall is actually a separate skill to learn, and that is to conjure a specific fact from nothing. And in order to train your recall, all you have to do is practice active recall. So in order to have master this component, all you have to do is apply the Feynman technique and the active recall method. Now, there is one method that can apply both at the same time, and I think you guys heard of this already. That method is what I call the blurting method. This is by far, like, I would say, like, is this S plus tier study method. What is the blurting method? So essentially the blurting method is closing the source of the information that you were learning from, and all you have to do is just blurt the information to yourself in your own words from memory. This method alone tackles the recall and the Feynman's technique all in one. This is by far one of the most efficient things that you can do when studying, and that is to essentially blurt the information to yourself. So once you're able to master the recall part and the understanding, you have successfully mastered the encoding part of the study system. Yeah, it is that simple. But we're not done yet, because the last component is arguably the most important component of this study system, and that is number 3, your database. What is your database? Your database is essentially a place that stores all of your information and your learnings. This is not note-taking. Database is different. A database is either a physical place or a digital place where you store the things you've learned. And why is this so important? The reason why you have a database is for one purpose only, and that is to test. To repeatedly test yourself to make sure you remember the information. Your database could be, and there's 2 applications that I would highly recommend making your database, which is Notion or my personal favorite, Anki. These are where I pretty much store all of the notes, all of the flashcards, all the questions that I ask myself. So instead of just adding generic notes, adding, generic information into your notes, I want you to add test questions. So instead of saying epinephrine is a vasoconstrictor, you can add, how does epinephrine affect your cardiovascular system? So if you want to learn how to take proper database notes, you need to learn how to ask the right questions. So for example, don't just write amlodipine is an antihypertensive drug. You could say, what is the purpose of amlodipine? You will notice that this question structure not only gets you to understand, but it also gets you to recall information compared to just recognizing information or just being familiar with the text. That is not how to learn. Instead, you need to recall and you need to understand the information. And that's why whenever I take notes, I take down questions instead of notes. So I would highly recommend using Anki. So when you're studying, make sure to have Anki on the side. And every time you have a new fact, you have to put it in your flashcard app. So every time you have a question or you have a flashcard to make, you can do it right on the spot while you're studying. And that's pretty much it for this This is the exact high yield study system that I use to get high grades in my school. And yes, I know it is very, very simple, but trust me, just following this exact simple structure will get you high grades. Like, trust me. You just have to input information through this pipeline, and trust me, you will get out on top. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I actually have a special announcement to make. So I've been making educational content for so long, I've been helping students for so long have better grades, and clearly a lot of you guys actually benefit from it. And this time I wanted to do something a bit more special for those who actually need a community for like-minded people. So I'm actually gonna be creating a new school exclusive community called Kai Academy. Inside, it's gonna be a really, really in-depth online course tackling everything about not only academics, but productivity, mental health, physical health, and just productivity tips, school tips, everything, earning as a student, having good social skills, and everything else. Everything in this online course, and I'll be doing weekly calls and all that, and we're gonna be even hosting different mini games for the students in this community with cash prizes and everything. Right now I'm currently building it, but if you guys are interested in joining, the first 15 members will enter for free. This is a paid community, but the first 15 people who will enter down below in the time form below, I will admit you guys for free, because obviously I want to populate the community first, and I would like people who are pretty active and who really want to accelerate their school. You can head down in the link in the description to fill out the time form below, and I'll be admitting you into the school Kai Academy. Anyway, just that. I just wanted to announce that. I'm pretty excited for that, and yeah, I hope you guys are doing very well. Yeah, it is currently finals, and yeah, I'm doing okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to drink your water. Bye.